This video is brought to you by the Farmer Klein YouTube channel. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Hey everybody, and welcome back to another map first impressions video. Today we're going to take a look at Sandy Bay for Farming Simulator 19. This map can be found over at the farmingsimulator.com website or the in-game mod hub, and as of this video, this map is currently available for PC only. I do know that this map is slated for console, but some of the features that you're going to see here in this map video may not be available for console. I just don't know. I'm showing you the PC version because that's all I have access to at this point. Let me start by reading a bit of the description. It says, "Welcome to Sandy Bay 19. Map is set in Devon, UK, and is fictional. New animal calf husbandry has been added to the map, thanks to Farmer Andy over at Hof Bergmann. Also, this map has full season support with extra features. Features including flooded roads and fields in winter, also potholes appearing and being fixed on the roads in different seasons. So I do know where there is at least one flooded road. I looked around the map with seasons on throughout an entire year, and I really couldn't find potholes. I think I know where the potholes that are supposed to get fixed are located. I just couldn't see them when they actually were potholes. So I'll show that to you, and I'll show you where there's a pothole that seems to always be a pothole in seasons. So I'm not really sure if that is one of the potholes that's supposed to get fixed, because I pretty much looked at that area throughout the entire year and never really saw it getting filled in. Map includes 2 new crops, alfalfa and rye, new grass textures and distance textures, a speed camera around the map so that if you are speeding, you will get fined. I will try to speed through those areas with the Mahindra and see what we get. Custom ground textures, custom wheat and barley textures, 46 fields, small, medium to large, over 8 sell points, including a BGA sawmill. Depth of field graphics has been changed. Totally new lighting engine, and hopefully I'll show that off to you guys. Lots of animated objects bringing the map to life. Boats, planes, forklifts, wheel loaders, etc. Total traffic upgrade with better object detecting. Scooters, buses, milk trucks, police vehicles, 5 farms, 3 cow sheds, 2 sheep pastures, chicken, horse, and pigs, custom snow missions, and 40 fields that include missions." Wow, that was a lot. Go ahead and jump on in. I'm going to go ahead and grab some of these mods that we typically look at. Pull up the log. And there we go. Map loads up pretty quick. I will say on Farm Manager or Start from Scratch, you start by owning no land. All of the farms are preset. There's no custom placeables, and you have no vehicles in those 2 play modes. We are in new farmer mode as we take a look at the map. Let's take a look at the PDA. Anyone that's played Sandy Bay in the past definitely knows what the PDA looks like. Here we are, Sandy Bay in Farm Sim 19. Here we have alfalfa and rye has been added. Take a look at the starting lands area. Here we own this massive area here, which includes the water town area down here by the beach, as well as various roads and animal pastures. And this has a value of $0. Also own the bottom farm here, where we are at, is a sheep pasture. We have field 21, 1, and 2. Also own cow pasture down here. We have a horse paddock that we own. We own cow pasture here to the north. We have the pig enclosure to the north. And this farm here to the north as well. If we take a look and see what this stuff costs, if we do one of the other play modes, the main farm down here is $301,000. This sheep pasture is $181,000. Small cow pasture over here is $0. As is the horse area. That comes basically with that big hunk of land. We have this cow pasture up here, $160,000. Northern farm, which includes a pig area, $344,000. Biggest field on the map is field 24, which is $1 million. Interesting enough, we have a kind of a trailer park down here you can buy for $94,000. I guess mow the grass that is there. As far as sell points, we have a whole boatload of sell points. Got 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 sell points that are going to accept most of our crops. We also have many sell points for eggs and milk. We have a sell point for wool. Notice cotton is also there. We have multiple sell points for hay, straw, grass, and silage, including the BGA, which we own from the start. Then we have alfalfa. We have, I guess, alfalfa hay. We have dried alfalfa. So I guess this is loose alfalfa, maybe. Alfalfa seed, maybe. I'm not sure. There's no price there, but then we have alfalfa hay, rye. We have alfalfa grass, I suppose. Then here we have our rye. Start out with a short list of starting equipment, all fairly new, well maintained. None of it is leased. While we own all of the animal pens at the start, we do not own any specific animals at the start, and we do have custom contracts here on the map. Let's go ahead and kind of take a look at this southern farm area. This is where we start, interesting enough. Suppose we start right here because we have this great view of the bay, the white cliffs, the lighthouse in the distance. We do have various animated things in the sky, like we have here a hot air balloon. We'll see when we get down there into town. We have a helicopter flying around. We do also have a plane that flies around here at some point. Let's take a look. Go over this way, and we're going to explore. This farm has an upper level and a lower level, so we're going to go ahead and explore that. Got some sheds up here. Let's look at the starting equipment. Trying to get a little ahead of myself here. We start out with the JCB Fast Track 4220, John Deere 6135M. Tractors range in horsepower from 142 to 235 horsepower. The Massey Ferguson Activa 7347S harvester. We also have the 25-foot free flow header to go with that. We have the Bandit 750 trailer, DOH Agramaz plow, Stara seeder. We have the Kuhn fertilize sprayer, the Kuhn side mower, the New Holland round baler, and then we have the large header trailer. That is our starting equipment. Said in the intro, this map does not have any custom placeables. Everything is pre-placed from the start. See, everything here is just stock. Got our farm silo here. Tip and dump point. You have a bale sell point here at the local farm, I believe. Come on in. Sandy Bay barn. And then the Sandy Bay silo right next to it. Here we have our harvester header, and our seeder. Got a silage bunker up here up top. All of these doors do open up. We have our repair customized trigger. We have our bulk lime fill point. Lots of decorative stuff just scattered around. Not really in the way. Still gives you that sense of a realistic working farm. That can be used to store crops or equipment. We have a fuel trigger right here. Then around the side, we have our chickens. Now this is a wool spawn point, as is this. There are 2 wool spawn points because this farm has 2 sheep areas. Here we have our chicken coop. We have our food trough for the chickens, and then our egg spawn point is in here. And of course this opens up. Across the way here we have one of the sheep pens. See, this sheep pen is... No, I didn't activate it. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay, now we're back. This is going to be where you load in on a game save. This is where you have sleep trigger. Right next door we have that sheep pen. So this pen is going to be good for 500 sheep. That is a massive amount of sheep. Little area. We have our water trough. Then we have our food trough. And again, we activate the water trough at the animal pen extension, what it's called now, right? The animal pen extension mod, so that we can see the water trough. Helps us identify where the water trough is, and we can see if the map author has custom support for that feature. Go over here and see how many chickens. 500 chickens in this area also. And then let's head down the hill here to the second sheep area. While we're coming down here, we can see the custom grass texture. Little subtle hint of little yellow flowers in there. These poles do have collisions on them. Here we have the second sheep area. And again, this one will hold 500 sheep. And this is a massive sheep area. It goes all the way up the hill there. And all the way down the hill. With food and water trough over here. Food trough, water trough. And again, both wool triggers are up here at the main farm. The wool triggers are right here for both farms. Got our main gate here to Sandy Bay Farms, and we will be seeing some of the custom traffic around here on the map as we explore. In fact, there's kind of a sightseeing tour bus that drives past here. Let's take a look here down the lower level of the farm. Got kind of a flat area down here. believe this is where you can put your manure for your cows. I don't think the manure actually spawns here. Typically in Oxygen David maps, you need to scoop the manure out. I believe this has been placed here for you to pile the manure up. I don't think that's where the manure actually spawns. Got another silage bunker here and here. We have 3 silage bunkers here at the main farm. And a little bit of a placeable area here, although it kind of does taper downhill. And then the cow pasture is over here. And this cow area will hold 500. So in here, this is not the slurry point. I believe that is simply visual. Doesn't appear to be any sort of trigger around it. In here we do have draw trigger. We have our food trough trigger there. Then we have our milk point. On the corner here we have our slurry point. And then around the corner even more. And hidden here in the back, we have our water trough for the cows down here at the Sandy Bay farm. Guys, that is basically the Sandy Bay farm, the starting point with the chicken, 2 sheep areas, and the cow area. We're going to get set up now for a fly around. We're going to take a look around the map. We're going to settle down at the shop and continue on, not on foot, but on wheels for the rest of the tour. So one thing I will say is the distance texture have been done really well, where it's pretty difficult at this level really see where the map ends to some degree and where the map starts. Here we have one of the custom traffic vehicles, double-decker, open-topped Sandy Bay tour bus. For example, that hedge is the map border. That red line there, that whole hedge line, is the map border. Everything to the left of that is out of bounds, if you will, outside the play area. Everything to the right is inside play area. Here is that kind of trailer park I talked about. You could buy for, what was it, $90-some thousand. Going down here. So there is a train that comes through here. I don't know if we'll see it while we're on our tour or not. Did see it when I had the map up in seasons and was kind of just coming through here looking for seasons related things. Here we have our sawmill. Here we have one of the animated objects on the map. We've got an forklift driver driving around here at the spinnery. We got a tractor pulling a manure spreader. Another part of the custom traffic here on the map. As we come through town here, well done town. Just a good sense of life. Got our, I don't know if I would want to ride that thing. That thing looks scary. I mean, you're upside down at that point. Now you're right side up. Now you're upside down. Yeah, I don't know. Ferris wheel. Now, I don't know if McDonald's will be on the console version, but this is where I thought we would see these potholes that, here comes a police car. So here's the potholes that I thought we would see get, they would appear to get filled in. Because scattered around the road, you're going to find these little patches. But like I said, I tried to fast forward through all of the seasons, and I never really saw them have a pothole. And I'll show you another area where there seems to be a permanent pothole. Because again, there is a pothole, but I never saw it get filled in. We also have a KFC. Again, I don't know if those two are going to be on the console version. Further down here, we have animated wheel loader. Got some animated belts here. And gravel into the facility. Then down here we have several sell points, which we'll take a closer look at later on. But one of those is the animal sell point. You have the huge white cliffs here. And I guess the iconic Sandy Bay Lighthouse. There we have, hurry up. So there we've got helicopter. Like I said, there is no, that's an airplane. There's a helicopter that flies around here also. Don't see it now. Maybe it comes and goes. Trying to catch up to this airplane. See the distance, new custom distance textures. Can't seem to get caught up to it. At any rate. Here we have the northern farm. I believe this is where you started out in the 17 version of Sandy Bay. Take a closer look at that later. Coming up to the map boundary. Right there, at that point, that's the map edge. Distance textures have been done really good. Here we have some more custom traffic. We got a guy on a motorcycle. And I'll tell you, if you hold that motorcycle guy... Oh, here's our helicopter. You hold that motorcycle guy up. Well, he's got quite an interesting horn on it. Oh no, we've had an accident. Oh, how terrible. We have the horse enclosure. PDA. And we'll make our way back to the shop. So the shop, interesting enough, has the animal dealer icon on the map associated with it, which I think is kind of interesting. As we're coming down here, let me show you where we have in seasons during the winter time, the road will flood a bit. This must be the alfalfa. Looking pretty good. Right road. We'll get to the right road here in a moment. Oh, we'll get to the road. I wanted to show you this pothole. This is the pothole that I thought got fixed. also. But again, I went through an entire year and I never saw this get filled in. So, not really sure where the pothole is. That basically, they come and go. Thought they were down here, where we see these random rectangles on the roads. But again, I didn't see them actually get created. Only ever saw them filled in. Land down here at the shop and continue on our tour. So if you're the kind of player that likes to use the shop as your purchase from, come into here, get to your icon, customize repair cell trigger is going to be here in front of the building. Then the trigger for that is going to be inside. Here we have our spawn point for our new vehicles. Let's see if we can't get some speeding tickets. Over here we have one of our sell points. Here we have our grain dump. The way this is set up, I believe this might be a root crop sell point. Something else that's kind of interesting is these railroad crossings, the lights seem to always blink, even when there isn't a train coming. I don't know if that's a UK thing. It definitely doesn't happen here in the US. Definitely don't see flashing unless there's actually a train coming and the gates are going to be falling. So one thing to note, this wheel loader does have collision. Okay, so if it's going across the road, not going to be able to keep on driving. Down here we have several sell points. Ooh. I will get that on the way back. Here we have our animal dealer. And since we already own all of the animal areas, see them all available there. Pick from. Our building is been engulfed by the cliff there a little bit. So we have Sandy Bay Stores Dock 1, Dock 2, and Sandy Bay Stores. Here's Dock 1. Here's the ramp. Dock 2 is going to be right here. Then the stores is going to be a hay straw and grass sell point. Does look like there is a road here that you can shortcut up the cliff to get to the things. Short road up the cliff here to get to this sell point up here. Willow Farm Barn, the Green Tech Stores, etc. We're not going to be taking that because I want to get a speeding ticket. I think there's some speed cameras here through town. Traffic just warps through there. Hoping with a collision that they would stop. Speed cameras through here. None that I'm seeing, but at any rate, we have then our sawmill. We have our log, cell point, and our wood chip trigger. So I'm not seeing the icon there for the wood chip trigger. We have our spinnery. Oh, can I get... Oh, we have to, okay. One seems a little tricky to get into. Our milk cell point. Another cell point right here. Dump station. Right, hammer down. Oh, oh. Was fined 516 pounds going over 30 miles an hour. Do you see that? See that come up? Let's do it again. Do this again. Okay, this AI traffic's going too fast too. Here we go. We got fined again. Daggone it. What are we gonna do with ourselves? Here must be another speed camera. Get a good run on this one too. There's another rectangle for a possible pothole. Oh no! Got another speeding. Alright, keep on going. Do a little in cab driving. So this area right here. This area right here is where it floods in the winter. Basically, it's a puddle of water here. That's the only spot I saw it flood. It may flood other places. There we have, that's the starting farm. There. Making our way back up. And the southern side of the map. This way to the Another cow area. Someone's been pulled over. Oh, I got fined again. Vicious. Not gonna have enough money to buy animals after all this. Well, it seems like my fine is getting cheaper. Here we have the garden center. We can sell manure here. We have another dump station. Garden center is going to accept most of our crops. Now, there's sun. Okay, there's some of the new lighting. Yeah, how the sun kind of gives that halo effect. And it's just basically it's the same lighting that I did a how-to video on a week or so ago. Basically how to add that to your map. And also add it to seasons. And here we have Marywood Farm. And Marywood Farm we have the silage bunker. Then we've got our milk trigger. And remember the intro, I said that there was another animal type on the map. Here we have calves. Beach. There we have our 3 different calves that we can have here. And calves are going to need milk and straw. And yes, they reproduce. Sheep are going to take grass, alfalfa hay, or hay, as well as water. Chickens are still wheat or barley. And cows are going to be total mixed ration, silage or hay, or grass or alfalfa hay. That's where the calves go. Then we have our regular animal trough, food trough. So the milk goes here, and the straw goes there, the calves. Here we have the milk trough for our, the food trough for our legit cows down here. Then we have the real cow thigh trigger. We have a water trough. We have our slurry point. And again, I think you're going to have to come in here and scoop out the manure. I don't think the manure is going to auto pile into here. Typically on Oxygen Devon maps, they don't do that. And there you go. That is cow area down here in the southwest. Carry on around, and did I spy with my little eye floating trees? Did indeed spy with my little eye. 1, 2, little trees floating in the wind. And as we've discovered, these hedges are collision free. We have the BGA. Big, large, open area here for you to put your own silage bunkers down. Got a cell point here, as well as our digester and digestate trigger. Main thoroughfare through here. Wrong side. Don't drive on that side of the road over there. What I was trying to get to was this forest. The entrance to the forest. Got a cool little sign on it. Here we are. The enchanted forest. Well, I think that's no wonder. No wonder there's floating trees. The forest is enchanted. So, was it this map? There was a map where we had a dude walking around that was drunk. Down here? Where that was? That is a heck of a sell point to get into. We've got another dump station. Little bollards there along the street corners. That's pretty cool. They'll loop us around. Just loops us around, and then we got to get out. Boy, that's going to be a tough one. Anything of any size, that's for sure. So let's just go over here real quick, because up here we have a bit of a airport. I think I'm on the lam. Run. Those tickets. We kind of have a little bit of an airport. Runway. Nice little details. I think you technically own this. Yeah. Technically own this, so you could probably come up here and mow the grass at the airport. Sure they would appreciate that. Or if the airplane comes in for a landing. Oh, the windsock is blowing. That's pretty cool. Head on over here to the force area next. Boy, that's speed camp. Really narrow entryways. Here we have the horse pen. We have the straw trigger. Now it's a bit bigger than this implies. So the straw trigger there. The hill here we have our water trough and food trough. The horses, they've got this huge area. Go down here and see how many horses again we can hold. 8 horses in this area. Make our way back around. Trying to look at those real small road lines on the PDA. Oops. Oh, yeah, I thought that was an entrance to one of the farms. Got that vehicle crash. Let's make our way up here to the Green Tech stores. Then we'll finish at Willow Farm. Our Green Tech doors. Dump station there. Oh, I've been annihilated. All right, for the sake of brevity, I'll come up here to the Willow Farm. Welcome to Willow Farm. And let's just jump to the fuel station. Yeah, the fuel station. And let's jump to Western Shore Stores. Up here by the old castle. It's this little half road off of the main road here. Little things protecting the trees. Mechanic shop. Church, what looks like a daycare. Cool. Neat. And then this view. Down here at this sell point. Alright, so this is where we're going to close it off. Go ahead and check out this farm. And again, I think this was the starting farm in 17. We have our hay, straw, grass sell point up here at this farm. This is the pig farm. way around where we're going to buy our pigs or get our pigs delivered. And the pigs have this huge area over here, grass. Has to be one of the nicest pig areas I've ever seen. Got our slurry pile. Their pig way over here. I mean, we could go back. I wonder if it's going to be 500 like all the others. Yep, 500 pigs. And then in here we have our food trough, our straw trigger, and water trough. And we have the manure point. Again, I'm not sure if the manure is actually going to pile up here or if we have to get it out ourselves. Across from the pig area, we have our silo, dump, and fill point. Came up and we left clicked, open that. Got some interesting new buildings in here. Got the new lighting and the new sun flares. We've got an interesting sense of textures here. Got what feel like pretty decent textures on the brick. They look awful big. Look a little bit stretched down, a little bit out of scale. Then we have what feels like really low textures on the ceilings, roof. Another silage bunker down here at the pig farm. These through here. Why not? Oh, we did. We have our fuel point is right there. Not a fuel point. Probably be able to get water out of there, typically. And then we're going to have bulk lime station. Go look for that. So, PDA says the lime is over here, but visually I'm thinking the lime, well, yep, there it is. There's our lime silo. I just didn't see it last time. Guys, that is Sandy Bay 19. Again, for Farming Simulator 19. As of the release of this video, Sandy Bay is available for PC only. I do expect in the near future it will be released for console as well. If console will include various things like the McDonald's and KFC, I don't know. If they'll include things like the calves, I don't know. But I don't see any reason why they wouldn't have the various things that relate to seasons. Let me know in the comments, what do you think of this iteration of Sandy Bay? And until next time, happy farming. Be sure to like, subscribe, and click that notification bell.